Hejsan, det här är Björn Elenfors på E-klubben. Idag så har vi ett lite udda föredrag, eller lite ovanligt. Vi ska nämligen göra en intervju med en herre ifrån Turkiet som är med i Rotary där. Så nu går vi över till engelska. Well, as I said in Swedish, today we have a very special guest, Necdet from Turkey, who is deeply involved in creating an e-club in Rotary in Turkey. Welcome, Necdet.
Welcome, Björn. First of all, thank you very much for inviting me to your communication channels.
Yeah.
It is really for us very valuable because we want to communicate with the outside country a lot.
Very good.
And if you allow me to do that, I would like to introduce myself.
Absolutely. Please tell us.
My name is Necdet Buyukbay. I live in Izmir, Turkey. Izmir is just by the Athens, near the agency. On one side is Athens, on the other side is Izmir. It is the third biggest city in Turkey,
Yes.
after Istanbul and Ankara. And it is very near to very historical areas like Ephesus, which is very famous. Ephesus is only half an hour to Izmir. And Pergamon, another historical place, it's also around 45 minutes to Izmir. And I am married with a 2-year daughter. My daughter's name is Alia. And I'm married with Şenay, my wife. And I work in the airport near Izmir. I'm the technical manager of the airport in Izmir. So my company is operating airports, actually 12 airports in Europe.
Okay.
I'm normally a mechanical engineer and I have a master degree in business administration. And I'm also in our company sustainability leader for the whole holding group.
Okay.
So, yeah. For the whole holding group, which we have a construction company, a very big one, and also 12 airports in Europe. So I am a speaker for the sustainability matters. So if I may tell what I do outside Rotary.
Yes.
Normally I like sport. I do skiing every year, 1 or 2 weeks, and also we have a very nice windsurfing area near Izmir.
Oh.
And for the last 10 years, I do windsurfing as well.
Very nice.
Yeah. And I am also very much interested in charity things. I am the province speaker for the rural activities. We have a charity institution to improve villages all around Turkey. So I am the speaker for the Izmir area.
Okay.
And I also like reading books. I read a lot. Every month I read 3-4 books. And I have been also Rotarian. Normally I am from Urla Rotary Club.
Okay.
And I have been a Rotarian for the last 4 years. And in our club, in our normal Rotary Club, we started a project, and it was also, I initiated that. I said, let's do some projects to be sustainable. So for the last 4 years, we are supporting a village called Kadıoğacık near Izmir. What we did, first we talked to villagers in that village, and then we convinced them to start a project on the global warming.
Okay.
And Kadıoğacık village has become one of the first village in Europe who has taken some measures about global warming. First, they calculated their footprint, carbon footprint, and we applied to CDP, Carbon Disclosure Project in London, very prestigious institution, and then they accepted. And for the last 4 years, in a very transparent manner, we are loading all the data for this village to CDP database. And then in year 2012, CDP has issued its yearly report, and Kadovacık village has become one of the village. Actually, it was together with New York, London, and Barcelona. And Kadovacık village has also was in the report.
Yeah, very nice. Congratulations.
Thank you. And following this, we have applied to one of the club in India. This is Bangalore Cantonment, Rotary Club of Bangalore Cantonment. And we made a matching grant project. And project has finalized this week. And there is going to be an opening ceremony at 9th of June. And probably the Indian consulate in Turkey will join us as well. And we will open a photovoltaic panel system in that village.
Okay.
And it is 8 kilowatt hours of photovoltaic panels. And we spent something like 27,000 US dollars together with our matching club in India and also Rotary Foundation.
Ah.
So we are very happy that the project has been finalized, and this is first first village in Turkey that has solar panels.
Yeah.
So that is taking some actions on global warming.
Yeah.
So we want to reduce the carbon footprint as well. And apart from this, for this village, what we want to do, we have some architects in our clubs, and they drew the as-is situation of the village. Then we drew the should-be situation of the village. So every year, we are renovating some of the areas in that village. And we are also taking care of the landscape, and we are providing a lot of training to that village as well.
Ah.
So,
is this let me ask you, is this a typical Rotary Club in Turkey, or are you doing more than most? It sounds like you're doing a big project here.
Yeah, I think it is a big project. We don't know this kind of project in our district. There are some individuals, but what we want to do, we want to concentrate our efforts to one area. Yes. And we said that will be 5 years or more than 5 years project. We will change the lives of the people there. We will help them to think in a different way. So there will be a big project for 5 years, this project. And this is my own club. If you want, I can also continue with the e-club.
Yeah. Okay, let's... the reason why we got in touch was that we met on Facebook on the e-club group, because you're also involved in creating an e-club in Turkey. And please tell us about how did that happen?
I met a very good person on internet. Her name is Necdet Buyukbay. She is e-club president this year in e-club 3170 in India. She is from Houston, Texas, and she is a president of an e-club in India. And we met on the internet, and she invited me to be a speaker on this e-club. Then I enjoyed it so much, and I was attending to e-club meetings. So then I said, why not we open a new e-club in Turkey? So I sent a message to our president, club president, and copying to our district governor. They said yes. Then since I am a technical manager in the airport, so they said, you know Rotary, and on top you attended some of the e-club meetings, and probably you know the software, the structure, and everything. So our governor asked me to be his assistant to start an e-club. So it was 1 year ago we started, And then I was investigating other e-clubs, what facility, what kind of software they are using. So out of many options, we selected GoToMeeting from Citrix to be our e-club structure. So we are using GoToMeeting from Citrix to make our meetings. And our e-club, after many researches, we said, let's make it like your club, first a Turkish e-club, which an e-club doing meetings in Turkish, then we can create another e-club in English, so that some people outside from Turkey can come and join in our second e-club. Yeah. So now we finalized, now we have 13 members in our e-club, and we did all the legal requirements. So it's this week that we had all the legal requirements to open a club and everything. Then we are now aiming to have 20 members to get our charter.
Yeah.
I think in 2 months' time we will get our charter as well.
Yeah, very good. Our club was chartered just over 1 year ago, and it was a couple of years building up to that. So you have a fantastic journey in front of you. So,
yeah.
The e-club, you said you have 13 members now. Since it's not chartered, have you managed to do any projects in the e-club yet?
Now it has been so long for us, and we did a lot of things to start the e-club, to select everything and all these things. Now we are in the verge of creating our club structure. We defined our presidents select, and the general secretary and everything. Now we are just in the time of selecting the project. So I was also thinking to communicate with you. Maybe we can do a project together with you.
Maybe.
Yeah. We don't have a project yet, but we are thinking to have a meeting, strategy meeting, especially assigned for the selecting projects.
Yeah, very good. So let me ask you, the e-club in Turkey, in Sweden at least, the regular Rotary clubs have a bit aging members. Their average age is about 65, but in the e-club it's a bit younger. Is it the same in Turkey, or?
Yes, exactly. It's much younger. If I'm not mistaken, average age is around 40.
Yeah. And how is it with the gender? Is it both men and women, or?
It's mostly women now.
Okay, nice.
We are trying to equalize between men and women, and also we want some different occupation to be in our e-club as well. We have engineers, we have doctors. So what we want to have is journalists. So we want to have different occupations to be in our e-club.
Ah, very good. What is you said you are just in the forming stages. Have you set any goals yet? Say how many members you want to be, or dollar amounts of projects or anything like that?
No, we just, our first aim is to get our charter by getting 20 members.
Yes.
So our aim is now to form our structure, club structure, and on top let all the other normal Rotary clubs in our region know what is e-club, because very few people know what an e-club is. So we want to show them that an e-club member is just like any other normal Rotary club member, and they are also doing some projects, and especially our e-club is a hybrid e-club. So every month we do 3 online meetings. One time we get together on a physical meeting in a hotel. So we do every month one face-to-face meeting as well.
So are all members from the same area or city, or are they more distributed?
We have one member from Romania who is a Turkish, who has a construction company in Romania, but he is from Izmir area. So he travels from time to time to Izmir. So whenever he comes to Izmir, we try to arrange our monthly meeting according to him. And we have some other members from Bursa. It's a city near Istanbul. It's also in our district, this city of Bursa. We have 2 members from there. Okay. So when we have monthly meeting, if it is possible, they come and attend, or we have arranged a meeting facility. We have the group talking system. So what they do, they attend from Bursa to our meeting, or from Romania to our meeting. I see. So one of the aim is that we want to get at least one member from each country, like Germany, France, Italy, so that we have a different type of perspectives, so to create good projects in Rotary.
But still Turkish speaking in this e-club, yes?
Yes. Yes. The first e-club will be Turkish speaking, and the second e-club will be English speaking. That is our objective, because you know, in every district there can be at most 2 e-club, not more than this.
Okay. Yeah. I think that the time for the recording is running out now, so I thank you very much, and I'm sure that we will talk again.